Winter mornings. The time when your car decides whether it still loves you or if today is the day that it betrays you. You turn the key, and instead of that smooth startup, you get a sad, sluggish groan. Your engine sounds like it just woke up from a 20-year nap and immediately stubbed its toe. And then you do what every impatient driver does. You try again, harder this time, as if sheer determination will warm up the oil. Maybe you even start pumping the gas pedal like you're in a Fast and Furious movie. Spoiler alert, you're not. Today, we're going over 10 cold start mistakes that are silently destroying your engine. Some of these might seem harmless, but trust me, your car disagrees. So if you don't want to be the proud owner of an expensive repair bill, keep watching. Let's start with mistake number 1, revving the engine right after starting. Some people treat their gas pedal like a stress ball first thing in the morning. They start the car and immediately floor it, thinking they're helping it wake up. Let me tell you, your engine does not appreciate this. When it's cold, the oil is still thick and hasn't made its way to all the important parts. Revving it early is like sprinting out of bed before your legs are awake, except instead of tripping over your own feet, your engine wears down faster. Instead, let your car idle for 30 to 60 seconds before driving gently. Number 2, skipping the warm-up completely. Some people hear you don't need to idle your car for 10 minutes and translate it to just start and go full throttle onto the freeway. That's like rolling out of bed and immediately running a marathon. Your body, like your engine, needs a little time to adjust. Sure, modern engines don't need long warm-ups, but skipping it entirely means the oil hasn't had time to circulate properly. The first few minutes of driving with a cold engine causes more wear than any other time. Instead, start your car, let it run for 30 seconds, then drive gently until it reaches operating temperature. Number 3, using the wrong oil in winter. If you've ever tried pouring cold honey onto your toast, you'll understand why using thick oil in winter is a problem. Oil gets thicker in low temperatures, and if it's too viscous, your engine has to work overtime just to move it around. This is the mechanical equivalent of trying to drink a milkshake through a coffee straw. It's possible, but you're going to struggle, and so is your car. Instead, use a winter-grade oil like 5W30 or OW20 to keep things running smoothly. Number 4, ignoring your battery's cry for help. Car batteries in cold weather get along about as well as cats and vacuum cleaners. The lower the temperature, the weaker your battery becomes. If your battery's already old, winter might be its breaking point. You'll be sitting there, key in the ignition, bargaining with your car like, "Come on, buddy, just one more start. I swear I'll take better care of you." Meanwhile, your battery is saying, "Nah, I'm done, bro." Instead, test your battery before winter, keep the terminals clean, and consider a battery warmer if you live somewhere freezing. Number 5, ignoring your coolant levels. Coolant isn't just for summer. It keeps your engine from freezing too. If your coolant levels are low, or you're using the wrong mix, your engine block can literally freeze. And a frozen engine block means you've just created the world's most expensive ice cube. Nothing melts money faster than a cracked engine that needs replacing. Instead, check your coolant levels and make sure you're using a 50-50 antifreeze to water mix for winter. Number 6, letting your fuel tank get too low. We all love to push our luck with the gas gauge, but in winter, that's playing with fire, or rather, ice. An almost empty fuel tank allows condensation to build up inside, and that water can freeze in your fuel lines. Then, one cold morning, you'll turn the key, and nothing. Your car just sits there, refusing to acknowledge your existence. Instead, always keep at least a half a tank of gas in winter to avoid condensation buildup. Number 7, using the wrong coolant mix. Not all coolants are created equal, and using the wrong one in winter is a disaster waiting to happen. If you're running pure water or a summer coolant mix, it's going to freeze. Imagine turning on your engine, only to find out your cooling system has transformed into a solid block of ice. That's a one-way ticket to overheating and expensive repairs. Instead, use antifreeze-rated coolant that won't turn your engine into a science experiment. Number 8, flooring it on cold tires. Cold tires have about as much grip as a banana peel on an ice rink. When they're not warmed up, they don't flex properly, meaning less traction and more sliding. And yet, some people treat their gas pedal like they're launching a space shuttle the second they start their car. If you like surprises, sure, go ahead and test your drifting skills. Otherwise, instead, drive gently for the first few miles to let your tires warm up. Number 9. Using old spark plugs in cold weather. Your spark plugs are tiny but mighty until winter hits and they start acting up like an old TV that needs a few good smacks to work. Cold weather makes it harder for weak spark plugs to ignite fuel properly, leading to rough starts, misfires, or a car that just won't start at all. If your car struggles to turn over in the morning, your spark plugs might be sending you an early retirement notice. Instead, check and replace your spark plugs before winter kicks in. Number 10. Forgetting about your windshield wipers and fluid. Winter mornings are already rough, but they get worse when your windshield wipers are frozen solid and your washer fluid is just sitting there, usually frozen in its tank. Some people try using summer washer fluid in winter, only to find out the hard way that it freezes. And nothing says bad day like needing to clean your windshield but only getting a pathetic splurt of ice. Instead, use winter-rated washer fluid and lift your wipers overnight to keep them from freezing to the glass. And that's it. 10 cold start mistakes that could be killing your engine. If you made any of these, don't panic. Just start treating your car better before it starts treating you to expensive repairs. Which mistake were you guilty of? Drop a comment below. Hit like if this saved your engine, and subscribe for more car-saving tips. Turn on notifications so you never miss a video that keeps your ride running strong. Stay warm, drive safe, and I'll see you in the next one.